somehow feel like we're not going to be able to do this.
If Alan shows up, then we have 10.
Do you not believe in the power of whatever we channel to?
I mean, 2 DPS per boat would be interesting, I guess.
You trying to say I can't DPS it? Well,
that is the inference.
Well, I mean,
yes.
how do you kill the sirens, for example?
I can bleed up and run. I'm just that good.
Yeah, okay, I see. You can bleed
My
while...
bleeds do so much damage.
You can bleed while drowning. Like I should swap class now for that extra 10 DPS.
What's wrong with Prop Paladin DPS?
My Prop Paladin's DPS is not that good compared to Demon Hunter.
I can go there if you want to go on Demon Hunter. I don't mind.
Or that. Well, I'm gonna go anyway. I'm not here to waste time.
All you need to do DPS as a Prop Paladin is stack Soaring Shield.
And probably a bit more than 370 eye level.
Well, that helps as well.
Don't you have to make sure you're light forged as well?
I'm not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you do plenty of
if
damage.
only I could get to keep my racial for these fights.
Yeah, I have Soaring Shield on 3 pieces of gear. So whenever I start spamming Avenger Shield, I get like over 1,000 mastery as a bonus.
Is the mastery still the same, but now it's been split into consecration as well? Like Shield of Righteous, damage reduction, and consecration reduction?
Just consecration reduction, block chance, and attack power. There's no Shield of the Righteous reduction anymore.
That's now purely armor?
There hasn't been a Shield of the Righteousness for the past 2 expansion though.
What? Yeah, there has.
There was in Legion?
I mean, Shield of the Righteous still exists, but it's...
Oh, I was thinking Sacred Shield.
No, yeah, Sacred Shield was not even a thing that existed for very long, and then was gone.
You confused me then, I was going to say, what the fuck?
Was Sacred Shield that heal increasing thing?
No, it was the thing where you put a 30-second buff on someone, and every 6 seconds they got a small absorb shield.
Oh, no. What was the one you put on, like Holy Paladins put on someone and they took more healing?
Blessing of Light.
Yeah, it was Blessing of Light long time
That's
ago.
been gone for a very long time.
Yeah, wasn't that like in Wrath?
No, I think it got released in Wrath, or was it? I don't know. I just remember it being a really old thing.
I do remember it being in Wrath.
Yep, so do I.
Wrath of the Lich King patch 3.0.2, Blessing of Light and Greater Blessing of Light removed. That was in 2008 they were removed, so...
11 years ago.
Oh, not that long ago then.
That ability has been gone for over 10 years.
Yeah,
Feels
I
like
just
yesterday.
remembered it.
There is something to be said about a game that manages to go stronger for 15 years.
Which I still can decide what I would like to try and play in vanilla, but I feel like it.
What is that about vanilla?
I'm trying to decide what class to roll when I just get bored and play a little bit.
Depends on whether or not you have to pay to play it.
You don't.
It's included in your subscription, so...
Yeah.
Or actually,
As in, if you're paying for
it.
live, you're getting vanilla as well.
It's gonna be amazing having those mages with those complicated rotations of Frostbolt, 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 Frostbolt.
Excuse me, I think you're forgetting Detect Magic.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I remember
And
how fun
you're
it was
definitely forgetting the
remain
cursing.
without ammo for your hunter and not food for your pets. And whatever else to cast your buffs, and paladin buffs, don't get me started.
Oh, and happiness! Happiness is going to be a thing again. For
Here,
pets.
let's rip off those 5-minute duration quips on the whole raid.
I mean, the happiness thing is one thing, but spending like 50 to 60% of the raid fight just casting like blessing, 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 blessing is not.
I guess the last choice left is warrior. It doesn't need any regent, as far as I remember.
Have you met rogues?
They need regents for poisons, for vanish, for blind.
You need to craft your own poison, bro.
Have you met rogues?
And you need to increase your lockpicking
Yeah, I played
skills.
one. I'm thinking of doing something else.
Rogues was also incredibly broken in vanilla.
A lot of rogues just didn't use Vanish because vanishing powder was so expensive.
Yep.
You also didn't need it. You could literally 1v1 things without any gear on.
You know. Like ambush literally one-shot Claudies. Like if you saw a mage or priest like doing quests, you literally just ambushed them and they were dead.
The thing about rogues is, I'm hoping they balance the game, because a modern day rogue player getting a hand on the old rogue with the capabilities of the old rogue is just going to be disgusting.
Nah.
Honestly, some good rogues you can look up. I think he's called the Naked Rogue. He literally ganks people and wins nearly every single
but-
PvP fight with just weapons equipped. No other
Less than
items.
1% of today's players would be able to do that.
Wasn't that like Roadcraft? The
You still need a
WoW?
lot of knowledge about how it works, when you have to use it,
What rogue? No, you literally just stun them and kill
when
them
to
and then vanish.
when to blind, when to stun, when to vanish, when to restealth.
No, I mean the movie. Wasn't that the movie Roadcraft that span around the internet 14 years ago? Showing off the whole naked rogue except weapons thing?
I mean, the guy was just proving that it can be done, but not a lot of people were able to do what he did.
I don't know about Warcraft. I don't think I watched Warcraft. Very possibly.
No, I mean that's the name of the
The guy was
clip.
actually
Oh, I'm sure there's more than one
blinding,
kid, but
going
that
out
was
of combat, restealthing when he needed to, abusing stuns, abusing gouge. At the same time, a pretty decent warrior could have just done that in a couple of shots with the right gear, without all the dancing around. Mages I'm gonna stay away from, since I can't deal again with the immunities and specs per whatever you're doing. Warlocks, hell no. Farming soul shards, never again.
I wonder how fast the raids will be cleared, because if I understand correctly, the first raids were just bring the player and some gear.
It depends when they release them first, and then you still needed to grind some pretty shitty gear for those at some point.
I mean, the hardest part about some of those raid bosses were literally having everyone be awakened to something.
Oh no,
To
without
be
doubt.
fair,
that
I
hard-
wouldn't be surprised to see something like Molten Core done by like 10 people. You definitely don't need 4 for that.
You don't need that at all.
No, our first Molten Core, our hunter, was a friend of mine, was literally downstairs watching TV after using auto shot. He would literally just walk away from his PC.
It's like Molten Core was not particularly much of an achievement, and if you like try to think about what the bosses do in terms of mechanics, bosses have one mechanic mostly. Some
Yeah,
have
they had like one ability.
So the hardest part of Molten Core was, funny enough, people that had leveled 260 to actually enter the raid.
and
You
have them.
needed
And done the achievement,
yeah.
yes, alright.
That was a nice quest though, the Molten Core attunement thing.
I'll be honest, I personally like attunements, or the concept of finishing one tier to do the next. One of the things I always felt the game messed up on was that it doesn't require you to kill the last tier's boss to progress in the next tier. So for instance, you would have to kill Cahoon to be able to go into battle for Dazar'Alor. But it's still okay. Like nowadays I'm more casual oriented, so just being able to go in a couple of months after you did old tier was nice enough. Did they say anything whether or not they drop later patches though?
They're considering, but it's a no at that.
Because like, if every single piece of content releases, then I would imagine stuff like...
Oh, no, they're gonna be released in time, not from the start.
Because Noxtramus is definitely going to be a cockblock the Four Horsemen, if nothing else. But even then, I would imagine you could just literally go into Noxtramus and kill a few of those bosses.
Do you mean like phased patches or what's the question? Because they will not be releasing everything at once.
Yeah, they said that.
Didn't they say they're starting on some patch? I don't even think they're starting on
They're
vanilla.
starting on
I think they started. Go on, sorry.
Then Noxtramus patch. They said the one where they had just released Noxtramus.
Yeah, the like there won't be any changes in the talents, or like the debuff slots, but there will be phased rates, like first Molten Core and then Black Queen Lair.
Like the build platform is like 111 or something. I think it was the one where Noxtramus was released.
Yeah,
This
that's
is my biggest gripe against people going up with vanilla and saying, oh, how you could take, there was so much more availability and choices of talents. There wasn't. People just didn't simcraft or min-max back then. Like, there's going to be so much simming and min-maxing in gear. It's going to be a completely different vanilla.
Well, yeah, but on the other hand, like, builds were pretty much cookie cutter. You didn't have much diversity in builds. Like, I remember
Oh, no,
paladins have, like, on holy paladins you have like 5 points to spare and spend wherever you wanted.
Fair, I don't think there was that much cure to actually sim and simcraft.
No, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, you had loads of talents you could choose in vanilla. Just all of them were shit apart from one cookie cutter build. Like,
Yeah.
you technically could put points wherever you wanted, but it just wasn't.
Those are already up since months ago.
Or they were
This is the build you should play, this is the spec for that kind of shit.
Or they were clearly PvP oriented, some of them, so they would be useless in a PvE scenario.
I have to admit,
The
I
one
did kind
thing,
of like that Feral was DPS and tank. You had to like take the thick hide or some talent to make your Feral and a bear tank. That was kind of cool.
the one thing I definitely look for towards vanilla is
I can't wait for those tanks to come. You, what are you? Oh, you're a healer. No, no. You're not DPS for shit. Get out of here.
were saying something, Menace?
Yeah, what was saying that I'm looking forward to vanilla in order for that whole debate of the old cookie or the old talent system being better than this one. Because once they both up at the same time and people end up leveling to 60 and dealing with the system back then, they'll figure out that this system is way better.
It's like I like some of the good old hybrid concepts though I vastly prefer to the modern system. But yeah, the modern system has its benefit. One of the things I'm happy about when it seems to be the vanilla thing is that they're actually doing a later patch, so there are battlegrounds in the game. Old school Alterac Valley. I've been missing that so much.
The 12-hour long ones.
Yeah, like one of my favorite types of PvP things is persistent, continuous battles. That actually feels like warfare.
Well,
You leave the battle, go and eat. You get back again 2 hours later, and it's the same one.
How long did you say Lala was going to be?
He said a couple of minutes, but yeah.
well, there are like vanilla servers, private servers, who have the same system as Alterac Valley will be on the classic release, and on those servers people do just rush the bases, and there are no 12-hour long battles on private servers with the same rules. So why would there be on like classic?
Well, first of all, I give rat's ass about private service anyway, because I think mentality there could be different. And like, if...
Well, the thing is that most of the vanilla the private server ones will be the ones that will play classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, how is the honor system in vanilla servers on the private servers?
Oh,
He
I
said 10-15 minutes.
Because logically speaking, if the honor system is going to work like how it used to, you wouldn't want to rush the fight.
No, that's true.
You would actually want to create a huge ass, massive fucking brawl in the entire battleground and have it go on for 12 hours, because that's how...
Yeah, because you need the kills.
Look like
Mostly what you wanted to do was just spawn Ivus and then leech kills from him.
Yep.
Ivus, silly alliance.
And like, you're not going to be able to do that if you just rush Rectar as normal. So
Yeah, and how many people will want to level the PvP ranking?
to be honest, I would imagine a fair bit.
Yeah, until they realize they have to just live for WoW for how long? 3 or 4 months to get max rank?
The max rank is top ranks on your server, so if you stop grinding, someone else overtakes you and becomes Grand Marshal.
There's some old school guys who I'm sure will just jump on the wagon to do it all over again.
And let's not forget the fact that there's at least going to be one set of people that are going to cycle through an account to keep it at Grand Marshal for an indefinite amount of time by just being online 24/7.
That was the big problem with vanilla. You'd actually kind of have rotations set up of who was allowed to be it, and you weren't allowed to farm on it outside of your allocated time slot. And there'd be Asians on some of the servers that would literally just keep on cycling through accounts and never sleeping, just farming it up insanely high. I think that's how Swifty got his Grand Marshal title.
It was an entire group guild of Grand Marshals. So yeah. I think everyone from his guild got it at some point.
There is one thing I do like about the old system is dishonorable kills. I think they should come back.
I actually completely forgot about dishonorable kills.
I think it would save a lot of the problems that people have it now. When you say flip his cars and he's had a car accident?
Yeah, but not Lachlan. Like I said, a police officer had a car accident with his police car and it's flipped in the middle of the road. He sent me a picture.
Oh, I thought you meant he flipped over Lalan's car. That's
No,
a very
no, no.
subtle way to say he's been in an accident.
I would have started with that. With that. He's stuck in the line that formed behind. Which I need to underline the fact that Lachlan literally lives I don't know, 500 to 800 meters from the cinema where he's usually going, so he took a car there and back.
If he lives so close, where's his car?
That was what I was going to ask.
Hashtag lazy.
It's not like Bucharest is a complex city. It's pretty grid-like.
Yeah. Actually, Greg, you know where Plaza is?
I do.
Yeah, he lives one tram station away from Plaza. And that's where he went to the cinema.
I mean, I walk there, and it's further.
Exactly.
Wait, you walk from England? Fucking hell.
I don't live in England, Jeff.
Scotland, near enough. UK, same thing.
In fact, we kind of resent it when people say we live in England. We take that very personally.
Move to the better country then?
Yeah.
We're already in the better country.
Wales is looking for more citizens.
I don't know much about Wales. I know Ireland's pretty good, but I don't know much about Wales.
Northern or the Republic?
The non-UK one, I'd imagine.
Been to Wales quite a bit. I've got family in Wales.
I mean, the way I see Wales is, like, Seta lives there, so probably can't be too good.
Hates you. South just doesn't care.
Have we actually had any Irish people? That I can't remember any.
In the guild?
Yeah, we've had a few.
Not that I remember from when I've been here.
By the sounds of it, they were quickly bullied out.
Well, I mean, the Irish person, you know that Jesse one that's always mentioned in notes and stuff? He was Irish.
Yeah, he was actually Irish. Okay.
In fact, my little Ragnaros pet's still called Jesse, I think.
You had it out earlier.
This was the moment where I realized you could actually name your pets.
What's funny is that there's a squirrel pet called Nuts, and if you rename it, you can't change it back to the original name because it gets blocked by the filler.
Oh no. That's okay. Oh yeah.
I do need to ask a question about Scotland. What's with
Yeah.
the I don't know the name of the national flower thing. Like I know it in
Thistle.
Romanian.
Thistles? Is that the one?
Thistles.
What's up with that?
What do you mean, what's up with it?
That I love.
Like how come, you know, that's the national flower?
I'll be honest, thistles actually kind of represent them accurately to how I thought Scottish people were.
Do you know what our national animal is, man? It's
The unicorn?
unicorn.
Scotland is crazy.
What? If you actually had to choose a national animal, the unicorn is a pretty decent.
I mean, thistles grow a lot around here, so I guess someone just saw one and went, yeah, that'll do.
Like, what the hell is the national animal of Romania?
The national. I need to remember. I think the great white pelican.
Silence.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
a
one.
lynx. It's
The
a
lynx, apparently.
Depending, like.
I mean, at least we have like 3 of them.
Yeah, same here. Like it's the lynx and the great white pelican, because you know the delta and stuff. And I think the national flower is the Edelweiss.
Our national animal is ironically the lion.
But how? Because there's no lions in Norway.
Yeah, whereas Scotland is just.
There's not that many unicorns in Scotland either.
Yeah, but we already settled that Scotland is batshit crazy, and Jetto is also right. Like the wolf is also national animal considered.
It's just as you go to the cities. As soon as you get outside of Edinburgh, hills are full of unicorns. It's just outrageous. You can't go anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, every morning when I'm on the train, I look out the window and just fields of unicorns.
It's just right though. The lion is one of the most commonly recognized national animals, I think, mostly because of what it represent.
Yeah, but
England took it and invaded everybody.
the thing with the lions as the national symbol, like for the Dutch as well, is due to the coat of arms of the royal families, and most coat of arms use lions.
Here are the countries with the lion: Belgium, the Czech Republic, Ethiopia, Gambia, Iran, Kenya, Libya, Luxembourg, Northern Macedonia, Morocco, Norway, the Netherlands, Sierra Leone, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Togo, and the United Kingdom apparently. Plus, no.
I'm pretty
Whoa,
sure
whoa,
that
we have
Sri
three
Lanka means something. Oh no, that's Singapore. That's Lion City.
I'll say this to you: you could choose between the lion or the bulldog.
Lion.
Yeah.
Bulldogs are cool.
We can kill this boss without Lalan, right? Since we're 10 now.
Sure,
Or does he
I-
need this achievement?
I think he needs this achievement. I
He
think
needs
that's
this
a lot to
achievement, but I don't know if Jaffa wants to do this achievement.
me. Given by how long it took last time, I'd prefer not to. This is supposedly one of the hardest. But if we can do it without any effort, yeah, sure. I don't mind doing it
But
again. I'm not completely opposed to it.
Out of logic, though, there's very little point in doing this for Lalan if Lalan is not in the group. I mean,
Yeah, it's more like, though, should we wait for him or should we just go?
oh yeah.
That's what I was going to do. How long? If it was going to be like 2 or 3 minutes, I don't mind waiting. But again, we've now waited 40 minutes.
I texted
I
him
mean-
again.
You can text him and tell him to go up to the cock. Then, what did I say? Cock.
Well,
Cop.
what up the what?
You can tell him to go up to the cop and like insult him dearly for crashing and see what happens. I'm quickly home.
I don't think you'll be joining then if he does that.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about insulting him, suggesting to insult the insult came with like a Freudian slip.
And it happened again.
But it was too busy thinking about cock.
Actually,
He's just parked, so give him 3 more minutes.
Oh, okay.
So I need to know then, because I don't have a clue what's going on.
There will be a big ad spawning on the left. You don't attack it.
Okay.
Just let me handle that one. There was one thing I wasn't able to do last time while also fearing and stuff. What?
It was the ad taking it to the back.
Oh, that
We
was.
decided it wasn't a big deal.
Other than that, it's actually a pretty easy thing. Since I can like 100% CC it. I think it's more of a question whether or not we have the DPS for it.
For what? For this boss? Or Gina?
For the boss, yeah. But it occurred to me we weren't 8 people anymore.
Maze has just discovered she has a nurse.
Confirmed, not an anime character.
Oh, have you seen that movie? What Battle something something? Live action anime movie?
I have not.
Battle something something. Sounds like a poor title.
It's Alita Battle Angel. Yeah.
I ain't seen that yet, but I want to.
A lot of people were like really upset about how she looked.
Yeah.
To the point where they were saying like the movie's doomed to fail just based on how the character looked.
That actually made me curious. Be right back.
There's a steep. What's it called?
Hell.
Oh, I mean, how is that so much different from like any other Pixar movie having like weird?
Because there's actually like, it's not like an animated movie, it's real people, and then she's thrown in there, she's really out of place.
Oh, it's like the Spirits Within movie they made like 20 years ago?
Yeah, but better. The thing is that with those eyes, the uncanny valley is like very high.
I mean, I don't disagree with them, I don't think she's a very well designed character, but to say that that's going to make the movie completely fail is a bit much.
Yeah. It's like something me and Manis and partially Jaffa was discussing last night in terms of like movies and such has to stand on their own legs in terms of script and story and execution rather than simple gimmicks.
Yeah, you can have like gimmick-based movies, as we said. Avatar was pretty much a gimmick-based movie, but yeah, it won't contend for movie of the year though.
I mean, if I had an interest in seeing the movie, I'd probably see it, even if it looks like Uncanny Valley. Is a good description of it.
Because that's the problem. Those eyes make you feel jiffy about the character. Because they don't translate anime very well in sort of live action.
You mean Jaffa?
No, we were talking about Battle Angel, whatever. Alita.
Yeah, makes you feel Jaffa.
And in terms of the Uncanny Valley thing, though, I'm just reminded of Rogue One, where Tarkin was looking like really weird. But for me, it didn't matter because he was like almost never on screen anyway. Having a main character, however, I think that might be a bit iffy.
I think Tarkin wasn't so bad for me. I saw a lot of people get quite bothered by it, but it didn't matter too much to me. Because it wasn't like really badly done, it was mostly believable, and he wasn't on screen that much anyway.
I was more annoyed with Darth Vader's voice. Just didn't work for me.
Yeah, he has just gotten old, I think, so
Yeah.
you can hear it.
I didn't see any of the Star Wars films. Well, no. I'll say that again. I saw the first 3, then the second 2, and then I didn't see episode 3 or anything after.
You're not missing much.
Watch Rogue One then. Don't bother with
Which
others.
one's that? Is that the first of the new ones? Or is that the side story one?
It's the plot hole fix before episode 4.
Ah, okay. Is that the one which starts off with something in a field or something?
Yes,
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
generals. Ah, okay.
But yeah,
It's actually-
self-contained. You know sort of where it's going because it's a prequel-y thing. So
It's not a bad one. Then again,
I thought it was alright actually.
yeah, I think it's my favourite-ish.
I have not seen Rogue One, to my
you
shame.
should. The sad thing is, I actually liked Solo as well. I didn't quite understand the hatred that got. And I actually didn't understand most of the hate on The Last Jedi either.
But
No,
yeah, I didn't like either of them two.
Daud.
They weren't really bad.
Tank presupun
I'd
Ah,
never decide
da,
to watch
păi-
them ever again.
Tushi,
For
cred.
me, I hate looking. I hate the same formula being repeated and repeated and repeated, which is why like I'm starting to be burned out on Marvel movies. But like also why I felt The Force Awakens was a really bad movie, and I thought The Last Jedi was a better movie because it tried to do something new, even though it had clear issues in certain places.
The
There's an
problem,
irony in saying that while we're all sitting here playing WoW.
yeah, and also the
Don't
big,
like repeating things.
the biggest problem with The Force Awakens was exactly it trying to do something new and retconning everything. Meanwhile,
Actually, The Force Awakens was just like pretty much a straight rehash from episode 4.
oh, then it was The Last Jedi that tried to make everything new and just fucked up everything. Sorry.
that like had a entire side story that was completely unnecessary in the plot.
Just
And
one?
No, but like my main problem there was that the movie kept on going for like half an hour after the natural ending point.
The only two things I know about the new Star Wars films are the jokes about the never-ending lightsaber from whatever the new crossguard lightsaber was, and I have the higher ground. It's the only thing I know about.
But I have the higher ground. It's not from the new movies.
It's from the ones I hadn't seen, the third one or something.
The sad thing is, Revenge of the Sith is probably the best one in the prequel trilogies because
Indeed.
that one is
Yeah, the prequels got better over time.
no. Episode 2 was dog shit.
They didn't get better. They just released crappier stuff.
Episode
So
3.
they got better. They had little to no Jar Jar Binks, so got better progressively.
Episode 3, decent movie. I'm not saying.
Yeah, episode 3 was good.
What really was good? The Clone Wars animated show. That one was actually salvaged the entire fucking thing.
I'm actually going to binge that on Netflix soon.
Isn't that the one where the Anakin's character actually makes sense?
Yeah.
Rather than him being like completely nonsense?
They actually explain why he becomes this really fucked up individual.
Has that been retconned yet? What is actually part of the official thing now? Because a
It's
lot got
official.
retconned. Ah, okay. Because all of the fucking Luke's achievements and that got retconned, and that was irritating. He did some awesome shit.
Like the good old Grandmaster Luke is gone in every way. But like the Clone Wars animated show is canon, and I also think they're like releasing a last season story-ish. And they were making the Battle for Mandalore part from the Clone Wars. So that's coming eventually.
Are we ready to do this, boss?
Yep.
Do we have sides and stuff?
I don't know. Jeff is red. Do we have sides, Jeff?
You're a raid leader.
No, I had the raid leader position. Doesn't mean I'm actually raid leader.
Oh! Oh, I thought you were doing it. Do that.
As raid leader is making you decide.
I'm standing on the docks, helping you out.
Which is gonna be good.
And that's all raid leading is, just delegating all the tasks to everyone else so you don't have to do it yourself.
That's a good leader.
Couldn't you just go group 1 left, group 2 right?
And then with that group 1 and 3 left, group 2 right, I think. Oh, should I swap Craig and Lalan as we have done the DPS? Yeah, I'll probably do that actually.
I've never been left. What do you do?
Jeppa, you can't switch me because I'm standing at the docks.
I switched you.
Oh yeah, you're doing that thing.
Just let
Yeah, that'll be
you
fine.
one in group 2.
1 left. No, he's not in any group because he's staying on the docks. Group 1 left, group 2 right.
You really want to screw up my UI. Just for the sake of screwing up my UI.
You're
Yuan
screwing up.
won't be with us. He's staying on the docks. He won't be on the boats.
Yeah, I know.
Dennis, what you don't understand is you're screwing up my AI when you're putting me in that group.
Why can't you just all have the same UI? What is wrong with you people?
So yeah, what does this guy do on this woman do on boat?
There is a bomb you get on you. You have to take it to the sides, and then when it drops, you have to run away from it for. And there are like lightning flashes across the boat. And you have to just not stand on them.
Because
Yeah,
they one
sounds
shot
good.
you.
Not me.
I don't think they one shot even on heroic, so they definitely aren't going to one shot on normal.
Fair point.
You silence him, he can't do his roars, he'll be so upset. A silenced warrior.
Can't shout.
Run with that.
Sorry.
Ce film ai văzut, mă, până la urmă?
Alita Battle Angel.
Că tot vorbeam de el mai devreme.
Cine vorbeai mai devreme?
Pe grup, pe raid. Fix până să intri tu despre Alita Battle Angel se discuta.
Someone told me you were speaking about Alita Battle Angel. Just got back from seeing it. Decent. Mai încolo.
That was all my bleach, you see.
Did it feel weird to have like a slightly weird, different character?
Te-a întrebat Ioan ceva.
Ce?
Te întreba Ioan dacă ți s-a părut ciudat că fața lui aia.
CGI faces, stuff like that.
Yeah, they were creepy as fuck. Especially hers. I mean, Uncanny Valley all the time. Well, especially when she was trying to be, you know, expressive.
Dar din ce am înțeles era actrița care a jucat, adică era
Da,
full...
100% CGI.
100% CGI, înțelesesem că e gen full 100% live action în afară de față. Că fața a fost aplicată ulterior CGI.
Ținând cont că ținând cont că ea arată de parcă făcut din plastic, e puțin cam dificil să fie ea fără...
Get to the dock, avoid the huge...
Wait on sister for a bit.
She shielded at 0.3% anyway.
So do those. Okay.
Plus you have like 15 seconds to kill them on normal.
I know.
It's not a big deal.
You're 15 seconds. With the ad to the left.
Do we kill it?
No. Ignore it completely.
I looked at it, I didn't ignore it.
Well, that's it. Like done.
Someone's actually breaking them now? Stop that shit.
Tom, please. Spell me. Waddy, can you make sure you're slowing the ads with piercing hell?
Next ad, do you want me to just jump on it straight away at back, or...?
Yeah, as soon as it spawns, just get on it. Spawning now. Taunted.
Soak the iris.
Dispel Cassavir?
Jaffa, can I have a roar?
Tom, please. Dispel me. Ad wasn't slowed. It's here already. You had 3 seconds. Taunted.
Someone's hitting me.
Yeah, that's probably me because
Dispel
my
Cassavir?
thing.
Dispel Cassavir? Dispel Cassavir?
Oh, that might have been a brutal slash there, so...
Tom, dispel me, please.
You can probably just tunnel the boss now.
Nuke boss.
Everyone DPS healers as well. No.
Grazie, bro.
Twitch.
Ne-ai luat
Yeah,
achievement
sorry,
tu.
because you called out that first and you wanted me to slow. I thought you were gonna call out every time one dropped. So, second one.
Okay. Yeah, most of the damage from on the ad was from one of Mrs. Dot's. Waddy with the Dragon Roar. My shield jumped it at one point because of an ad.
Somebody kept asking for a roar.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, it was because of my void eruption.
That's fine. I also know I conflagrated it once, I think.
Yeah.
Did one breach slash check? I'm not sure if it did or not. I think it
No, it did not.
Hey!
It was only me, Mez, Waddy, and Johan that damaged it.
I mean, it's not a big deal anyway, because I can just change for it, but once it just randomly breaks, it might get one of the costs off. Just the scary part.
And that's entirely my mistake, because I took Resto Infinity instead of Balance, so I would have hit it, but look, I planned it.
No idea who I'm rolling this out for, you know. All played group, whatever.
I want to roll it. So, whoever heals. Oh, sorry, go ahead. I was like, what you
No, I mean, possibly.
For those that weren't here last week, it's pretty much the same as. No, the only thing you have to do is when everything gets frozen, you have to run around to find piles of snow on the floor. There will be. One second, I don't think I enabled it. We're gonna add on yelling when we get all three. Once you get all three, you place them. You place them in the bombs, I think. I'll read it again in a second. I'm sure you place them in the bombs.
Next to a barrel.
Yeah. And then we blow it up.
Do we get a button or something? Like an extra button?
I have no idea.
You just walk over it and get a debuff.
And then we just group up if you have.
Yes, and then you all stand together and it forms when you all stack up.
Okay.
Hopefully, if we get this done, we'll be continuing on fresh of all. Hang on, I don't know if it's closed. One
O, futut spunga ta!
I'm going to do fresh clear after this, and I'll be doing probably one more achievement run next week if I can with my niece's birthday. And then, so whisper me if you need any more achievements, and then hopefully after that, I should hopefully be starting mythic raids. No one else needs any more achievements.
What do you get for getting all the achievements?
Wait, did I hear mythic raids?
No, go
I
back
get
to sleep.
Sound Stop Hesper Dream.
It's Java's raids, so up to him. Personally, I think 2 healers is probably enough.
They're not. Last time we had issues.
Just say the word.
But that was a question, I took my headset off. I might have heard my name, I'm not sure.
Miss asks you for the third time if you want her to go healing or not.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear. Honestly, I don't think it will matter. It shouldn't be a DPS or a healing issue. No healing if you're uncomfortable. I don't think it will matter either way, honestly.
Let's see
Not
how
allowed to heal in this fight, I think. If people don't get hit by things, they shouldn't be.
It just depends on how fast we find the damn things before dying from the dot.
We won't find them that fast, but sure, let's go with 2 healers.
If it's too hard for the healers and we wipe, then I'll go heals. Et voila.
We have at least 2 hours to spend here, so we can experiment.
Yeah.
Having that damn trinket here would be pretty good.
Isn't it an offhand?
I have no idea, was it the trick? The one that, or, I don't know. Let me check.
It's an offhand.
I'm not even sure if more than just one class gets that type of item.
Oh, I have no idea. I'm a druid, so.
Și Caterinca e...
Should be eligible for mages, priests, warlocks, shamans as well, I guess.
A spam.
Yep. It's
I mean-
just caster stuff.
What is the Howling Winds? Is it the...
It's the intermission phase. It makes you see more of farther ahead in the fog.
So, who is doing the mounts?
Everyone's gonna be running around to try and find them. And then once we get all three, and we'll interrupt Jaina, 3 of them are gonna stack up next to a barrel, and we'll broadside at it and ice it.
Wait a sec.
Gileads as well.
Feel free to use the ballistas. It shouldn't be me doing all 4 shots.
That only took 3 on normal.
No, I shot it 4 times, so might have stopped after 3.
Sorry, not used to DPSing.
You should also do it as a healer.
But then I'm too busy healing. Most of the time.
What you can do is go to the middle ballista on the left side, and then get ready to right click it.
Aye.
That is the
That is
right.
actually something to get used to for a HC, because I think it requires 6 shots on HC to get rid of them.
Yeah, it's more than 3 at least, so you can't do it all with one volley.
That's
It is not 3 on normal.
I'm almost certain that it has 3.
I was under the impression it was.
I'm like 99% sure that it's 3, unless it's been changed, but I don't see why they would.
I mean, well, it seems
Sure you
to be...
didn't miss with one?
No.
Because remember we were having issues where we were firing all 3 too quickly and no fire was spawning?
Yeah, but there's a weak aura that actually pops up when it's ready to be shot, and I only click it when that pops up.
Does the recoil work?
Oh, yeah.
How do we put out the fire on ballista? Shoot, ice.
Tank, avalanche.
So, 1, 2.
Great.
Still up. No, never mind. It is 3.
Right, Gary's gonna run it for a snowpile then. With an announcement in raid chat, I should say.
Don't get hit by the ice things and get frozen. That's like the worst outcome.
Oh yeah.
If you need to get hit
Focus.
by a tornado, that's not a big deal, but if you get hit by one of the ice pulses, that's really bad.
Shout. Roar.
Let it all out.
Don't have it.
It's not a bad thing.
Shilling Tosh.
Right, so I've got one.
I see the second. Got it.
Just need one more.
We
That's
have
all
3
Please, someone kick the boss.
Where are we
Then
getting?
when all this stuff comes out, people who have the snow stack on the circular, stack on this ordnance here.
Where are we stacking?
Nu se poate da heal în faza aia decât dacă stai stacat cu mine.
Stack on the circle ordnance. Stack on me.
Nu pot da heal decât la aia care am un visual range vizibil.
Shit, kill me. Never mind. It's spawned, so that's fine.
I rest 30 on them, try and get people out.
You know we have a dead tank, right?
It doesn't matter, you can one tank this fight.
Right now, kill the boss.
We can also res them.
We can also raise some others. Profit.
21 seconds.
Push it right. Tom for me, please. I got 15. We should move to this ordnance, it's able to be killed. On skull mark.
Try and run broadside to the next two marks, the stone circle behind it.
Do we rest the ammo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might not get the achievement otherwise.
Don't accept.
Why are you running into the raid with avalanche?
I was running around to rest arena.
I'm gonna go to the unexploded order.
Yeah, move to the next ordnance.
Watch out,
Visual
ready
ray.
for go.
Ice falls down the bottom. Watch out for it. Get walled up.
It's blowing up.
Eu, mă, ți-aș vrea eu?
Let's move to the next ordnance.
Te realizezi că ești spamat, nu? Adică...
Watch the avalanche.
Watch the waves coming out from the tank.
Break the ordnance as well. Flash your right. Ready to switch onto the wall.
Doamne ferește să avem în pula mea un Savage Roar, pișama și pe ea de abilitate.
Run.
No, you poți să urlu la tine dacă vrei. O să fie urlu. I'm dead. Nu o să fie terribly savage.
Frost Melissa.
Să fie doar dubios.
Dubios Roar. Slows the party members by 25%.
Is that slow?
No. Creeps out.
Yep.
I just thought it was quicker than that normally. I don't know if it's changed.
Might get one more Frost Nova, possibly. Maybe not. Okay, stack on Juno now. Don't get in front of her though. frozen soon.
I'll be frozen soon. Nu stați în aia?
Glacial Roar. That's heroism though.
Build the
The
image.
ice blocks on the ad. Keep stacking.
50 seconds.
Prismatic image.
All your stacks?
90 stacks up.
I'm about to freeze.
I'm about to freeze.
Come person too.
They're closer.
She's almost done.
Nice.
Wow, survive.
Congrats.
Laddie, you are cutting it very close to me.
And
I'm actually unsure how normal works. If I walk out now, where are the checkpoints? Should we start at the start, or would we come in as this kind of sequence of order that?
If you have the
Seems to be
first boss still available, you'll spawn there, provided you reset the dungeon.
So it's not instanced in that, well, split in that because we've triggered Horde, we're always going to spawn by there then.
If you go in after a reset, it always takes you to the earliest boss you have available.
Cum se numește mountul?
Yeah, I know it's worked in the other ones, I was just wondering in this one. Because it seems to be storing TPing a lot. Although I suppose you have to initiate it by speaking to
Cum se numește mountul?
Stai mă un pic, că nu știu. Dazar'Alor Wind River.
So if everyone goes out and we reset, then we can be at the start.
Ăsta.
Da, cred că te rog acțiune.
I mean, I know the Stormwall blockade is supposed to be the harder one of those two, but I don't see it. The blockade one is actually surprisingly easy compared to the general one.
I was looking at our stats earlier, and I actually noticed that we wiped 5 times more on Conclave than we did on Blockade. We had like over 60 wipes on Conclave and only 12 on Blockade. Because apparently this raid is like, incredibly well balanced.
De ce facem acum?
Yeah, but Conclave is like shite because of size issues.
Hai să intrăm.
Yeah, I actually expected Blockade to be much harder than it was. I was surprised about how easy it actually was.
I mean, like, when you get to Mechatork and you spend a few days on him, and then you get to blockade and manage to kill it within half an evening, it's not a bad boss.
Yeah, we wiped less on Mechatork than we did on Conclave as well. Mechatork was like 45 or something.
Mechatork
facem primii doi.
feel bullshit, just actually.
Ce primii doi?
Primii doi boși din nou pentru
How does it?
achievement-uri.
It felt like unforgiving, but not bullshit.
Yeah, That's the thing, like with Conclave, I felt like we were just wasting our time. Which is why I ended up doing more normal mode run, because it was like, we are never going to kill this boss with the way we are currently.
Like, I'm fine with unforgiving bosses. I think those are actually kind of fun. But, like, bullshit bosses?
Mergi surprinzător de bine.
A couple of people want to bring. Oh,
Bă, dar
this
ce
achievement
stupid
on the first boss is quite easy as long as we do tactics.
Stupid
But
arată.
it's up to people now if they want to carry on
Când
bringing
stop it.
ults as well as doing achievements, or if they prefer to do achievements. I don't mind ults as the first boss is relatively easy. Second one, which is the second one, Monk and Mage. That's also should be quite easy. Shouldn't be too difficult.
Since I've only got 2 achievements, I'd rather get some more achievements. Plus, not that bothered about leveling up, gearing up my ults unless we're doing proper like alt runs.
I plan on doing one more achievement week next week, and then start doing a few mythic runs for first bosses. If people would like to do an alt run on Sunday instead, I don't mind changing the mythic day or anything, but if you do, just say. I don't mind moving stuff around and seeing what people want to do.
Did you reset the instance?
That's it. I'm mainly thinking if there's going to be another one achievement run, I should be able to get all of them from this and that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the 3rd or 4th week we've been doing it. I think you must have missed the calendar invites. So a lot of people are missing the first 2, so we can do that now. And if you send me a message on Discord, just so I have a written record, because I've got pretty bad memory, and then I can try and see what ones they need for the next week, and try and get everyone the glory that week.
Nice.
Is it reset?
Craig leader.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Let me try something else.
Ăsta e Flying Mount, by the way?
Da.
Okay.
Da, e flying.
You little git, spamming that roar everywhere.
Okay, it's safe.
Hello, trash.
You love the trash.
Oh, curiosity, it's definitely about trash. Did they know the Crusader?
What now?
The Wrath Raid with 0 trash in it, the one in the arena in Ice Crown.
Yeah.
Trial of the Champion and the Crusader.
What was the question? Like you were speaking fast, I'm cutting off.
Ah, sorry, did anybody actually enjoy the trashless experience in there, or did they not?
It was pretty fun.
I thought the raid was okay, but I don't think the lack of trash really influenced how good the raid was.
No. It had some decent bosses.
Yeah, I thought it was good, independent of the trash consideration.
I think I remember liking the PvP encounter just because it was different from anything up until that point in that expansion. I liked the Valkyries because of orb mechanics. I liked Anubarak significantly on Heroic.
I don't think I liked the Nubarak very much just because the tanking mechanic was so broken.
Was that when Paladins got their cheat death, or was it before on that patch? I'm pretty sure that was the tier that got their cheat death.
I don't remember, honestly.
Because I remember there being uproar when it first came out, and people, and I was like, "That's it, the world has ended." It's like, oh great, here we go.
I don't know.
People in Warcraft are very good at new things.
I don't know if I actually liked any of the other bosses significantly. But I don't actually remember Northern Beasts and Jaraxxus.
You forgot Jaraxxus.
No, but I don't think it was very engaging on Heroic, from what I could remember. It was like some gates, and then you had to like avoid shit and...
Yeah, kill the gates, kill the ads.
And I think that was kinda it.
Jaraxxus became a meme after Hearthstone.
Jaraxxus was a meme long before Hearthstone, Manus.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the fun part of that fight, but the actual fight was pretty bad. Actually felt Northern Beasts were more engaging.
Greg, do you want to bring your warrior?
No, I'll stay here.
What is the achievement for heck yeah?
Achievement is everybody collect this battle opponents here. Everybody needs to collect the start achievement.
Everyone, or just the ones that need it? It was personal, right?
It's not personal. Let's see.
Oh, right, you need its number, yeah. Never mind.
Cutting off severely.
Yes. Oh, you need to click this pile, sorry, to get the buff.
I'm assuming this is personal?
It is not.
It's
No,
not personal.
it's not.
What happens is people the buff throughout the fight. Oh, actually, how many healers do we have? Really overheal the crap out of this. In fact, I might go healer as well. It's not necessarily hard, but if 2 healers get transformed, there's a severe lack of healing. Throughout the fight, you get transferred into a little raptor. If you do, you get an extra action button. You have to steal a trinket from one of the boss and adds, and run it to the pile in the corner here. We need to do 3 from each type of mob, so 3 from the disciples, 3 from the crusaders, and 3 from the boss. Once all 3 are done, for 9 in total, we can kill the boss.
Do we know what's been taken, sir?
The add-on should call out in raid what it's been taken from, and I can tell out what people need to do. But essentially, try and keep track in raid, and if not, it should be called out in voice. Run to the mobs that we still need, pick the trinket with the extra button, and run it back to the corner. While you are shrunk, you take a lot of extra damage, and you can't do anything else. Hence why I was going to overheal it.
You just take damage, or does it mean you've got low health, so if you get hit, you take them off?
I think you just take like an increase 250% or something. You just take a lot of extra damage.
But you do need to get hit by someone.
Yeah, you don't actually take damage from it, you just take increased damage from things.
Sweet.
Give me a second to refill my glass.
So, apart from that, try and remember normal tactics, as when we first did this with the pug, we actually struggled to actually have to focus on normal tactics, and it turned into a clusterfuck of people 4 out of 9 on Mythic not being able to kill the first boss on normal. It was a very, very entertaining fight.
Should I interact with Val now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Kick Teriana.
I can't.
Theriana dead. Theriana gone.
Never liked him anyway, just don't tell him that.
He's still here.
Theriana, no one likes you.
I said don't tell. Oh, it's just.
I do like you!
I never said that you didn't like him, I said no one likes it. There's a vast difference. It's expected of me to say stuff like that.
Oh wait, he was getting a drink. He actually wasn't here. Alright, now I feel bad. Bollocks.
What a waste.
I know, now I just feel like I was match talking. I thought he was here and could hear me.
Okay. So, who's second in the raid? Buddy,
Back.
you're number 2. No one likes you. Actually, hold on, buddy. Theriana is back. Theriana, no one likes you.
Yeah, perfect. Just the way I like it.
No. Spoils.
Right. First bit, stay on the boss. Just do the boss fight as normal. Switch to the ads.
I stole shiny.
Slow the Crusader, please.
So we need one more from the Disciple and 2 more from the Crusader.
I taunted just out of use.
Thank you.
Make sure we are killing these ads still. Purging off the debuffs, they do need to die before the boss phases again.
Compact is.
Wow. We just got blinded.
The ads just aren't being purged, like, at all.
Just wipe and go again then. So everyone make sure to re-get the buff from the bone pile. Or junk pile, it's not really bones, whatever it is.
Au băgat ăștia un trade la Unholy care este absolut nesimțit. Am ajuns să-mi dea 2000 extra strength. Se numește Festermite și de fiecare dată când spargi un wound îți dă un stack de strength. Și se stackează infinit. Problema e că stackurile suplimentare nu-ți crezi durata și trebuie să fii atent când începi să dumpui.
Disciples first.
Sure you're interrupting those heals as well.
Just take it back as soon as possible.
2 seconds for the timing.
Because that was perfect.
Again.
So we've done 2 from the boss, we need 1 more from the boss, 3 from everything else. So we need 2 from the Disciples, 2 from the Crusaders, and 1 from the boss. Everyone gone. Yeah. lads.
Got the one front boss.
This way. Sounds like.
Boss is done, so we just need Disciples and Crusaders now. One more from the Disciples, two more for Crusaders. So we finish off that.
How many do we need from the Crusader again?
I just got one.
Me too.
Crusader done, just the Disciple now.
How many do we need from Disciple?
2 or 1 is it? It's the only one left to do, so anyone who gets it now should use the Disciple.
Oh, one. It's the add-ons count. We need one more.
Ce mă, dacă nu eram cu fața la Crusader, eram... Taking a coin. How are we? Like, should we stop damage on boss?
No,
No,
it's done. We can now kill the boss.
Yeah, it's told me
I
it's
just
done.
did it. Res. There you go. All that. Oh, lucky you, miss.
Woo! Shiny.
Trebuie să dau și
You're
eu.
not being done. You're the only leather, right?
Thank you.
Bonus roll pișamaș.
Next boss is again fairly simple. One person is going to be AFK the entire time holding an egg.
Really?
Egg is buggy as hell. It's really annoying about how to get it to spawn. It phases in and out depending on where you're standing.
A buggy achievement involving holding an egg. It's like I'm back in Throne of Thunder again.
I'll be right back. I need to enchant my weapon.
Thank you, Jeto.
Can't I just enchant it for? Never mind, Death Knight. I know what you.
Yeah.
Yep. Never mind.
No, I think you should go there. I think you should go there and learn how to enchant.
I completely heard it myself when I remembered what class your Casagrade was.
It only took you a couple of seconds. It's okay.
You should probably watch where you're aiming that DK, Bryce.
Wasn't he?
And I'm gonna point out one logical thing. Casagrade is a shitty name for a Death Knight considering.
I know he was a paladin. That was the point.
I'm still saying it's a shitty name.
Yeah, I guess.
If we manage to do this one, I think everyone's got monkey achievement, haven't they? As we said,
Mastery.
runs as well.
Possibly
No.
not get to Data.
Ce trebuie?
You've not got monkey achievement. Yes, you have.
Care dintre asta? Care
Not
dintre
on this option.
care dintre stats sunt main pentru
Wait, you've not even got it on the normal HC run? Oh, we could do it on this week.
We don't do it on the AC runs.
Unholy
We
Mastery.
did it this week, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
No, we did it
haste.
on normal.
We stacked the barrels at some point. Not there.
Da, asta e să verific.
I swear we did it. Okay, never mind. Whatever.
We didn't do it
I
on
swear
AC.
we do.
The boss hits too hard on HC to do that.
No, it doesn't cast anything. I swear we did it this week.
Yeah,
We-
but he gets
I think
melee attack bonus, like 160% extra melee damage, and he already does a ton of. If you did
Da,
that on
haste.
HC, your tanks would be dead.
We did it a
definitely
couple of
didn't, or
weeks
I
ago.
would have it.
We did it a couple of weeks ago. I know. I remember Craig asking if it does anything to make it harder, and we said no. Just did it. That was it.
Yeah, we did it on normal, and we're clear in normal mode on the Wednesday,
Yep.
right? Definitely didn't do it on HC though. I wouldn't have let that happen.
Twice. Okay.
To be honest, I remember doing it on HC as well, but on the other hand, like,
HC.
There was no way I would have agreed to do that on HC. I'm pretty sure we didn't.
You're all wrong. It was mythic.
That's what it'll be, yeah.
That actually raises a question. What's different from him on more damage and more tears? Probably would be something shitty like no cores.
No idea. I haven't looked at Mythic Tactics.
Nope, there is a core.
Bă, ce nervanță de ăștia cutiile lor.
There are some changes to
Dacă îți dau 500.
Ferocious Roar doing like 70,000 rage to light damage. On top of the field.
Bă,
This damage on her.
n-a fost rău, am ieșit pe cu 4 la damage la Champion of the
Not a
Light.
lot of damage, but a bit.
L-am luat pe Jeto.
Deci sunt... Bravo, Manis.
Oh yeah, actually.
Asta e like, știi tu, winning the Special Olympics.
Bro, this is an alt.
You're still retarded.
Zic, this is an alt. Care are 10 item levele sub Jeto.
Da, și Jeto nu știe să joace, what's your fucking point? Din nou, it's like winning the Special Olympics. Even if you win, you're still retarded.
Not that it matters since I don't actually intend to do it.
Ah, nu să mai... Nu să zic urâte de Jeto, că mi-a dat mânuși.
Totally sure how different that.
Upland sounds fun. I think it has something called arcane traps, where you swap positions of players in the areas. So suddenly,
Oh, really?
yeah, you find yourself like being teleported from tunnel to tunnel randomly.
That actually sounds fun.
There's something called surging gold, increasing the size of all liquid gold balls for 30 seconds. So, placement matters there, I guess. Nothing particular in
Yeah, it's just. Oh, what, you want to talk about Mythic now, right?
Yeah, I'm just scrolling quickly through the just to see if something appears.
Egg spawns there during out the battle.
Is it like something one person do or everyone do?
One person.
It's really weird, as you would normally do it after the meteors come in, the first set, because the pulse from there, unless you lost them, destroys the egg. But sometimes the egg doesn't spawn, and sometimes you just can't see the egg unless you stand at a certain angle. And sometimes it does spawn, but you just can't see it.
It's a very well camouflaged egg.
The egg itself is phased. Seems to be meant to only be seen when you're close to it.
So I'll try the one which is just, we'll pick them up after the first meteors come in, as we should have the DPS to do it.
Do they spawn for everyone or just one random?
It's one egg spawns, anyone can go pick it up, and they've just got to take no damage, and they can't use any abilities either. It's one of those eggs. You literally have to just walk around and avoid everything and take 0 damage.
Fire damage, that is.
Would anybody like to volunteer?
I'll have a go.
I volunteered the druid.
You want me to do it?
Someone that actually did it the last time should do it.
That kinda singles out Jaffa.
Jaffa can
I'll
take
do it
that
then.
in travel form and get away from stuff easier. Because not using anything also includes leaps and charges.
Who's yelling in the background?
My
Sounds like
TV.
TV.
Sound
Yep.
Aloha snack bar.
What are you doing watching kids programs?
Who said it's me?
So we're going to carry on the fight as normal, and then after those meteors with the pulse, which obscure vision comes in, or fireballs, whatever they're called, we're going to all go and pick up the egg after that.
AMS-ul te sare peste căcatul ăla de labirint?
Craig's quite well kid as well, but you can
Nu, n-am ce treabă.
on the DK.
No, okay.
Try and focus the fire caller first, because if he pulses in fire form, I have to lose it and it becomes very risky. So try and actually kill the fire caller. Just keep the monk quite similar so he's not completely destroying the tanks.
I guess the damage from the tank debuff doesn't make you drop the egg.
I actually don't know. You can throw the egg as well. Just tanks try and stay by one of the bosses. Don't try and move out the debuff when it expires too much, which you might want to do. There shouldn't be too much damage already, I don't think.
But of course they took the teleport.
Shit.
Did it explode?
It didn't break the egg.
Still got the egg.
It must not count. It would be kind of unfair if it did.
Guess so. Nu uita că poți să mergi cu ăsta cu...
I'll just stay in this corner, guys.
Eu când te-am întrebat ai zis că nu merge.
It's fine, I'm not bored at all.
AMS-ul nu este That's Advanced, dumbass. M-ai întrebat de AMS.
Ah, da, ok.
You know, Geto Duck, I don't think that was a good poor roll to take.
Geto, That's Advanced helps you go through these.
Right back to you, Jaffa.
Did he take my gateway?
He took it backwards. Right at the beginning.
No regrets.
Like I said, That's Advanced can make you go through these. No problem.
Teleport gives you wings.
In this case, immunity to pushback.
Try and finish the fight pull off before we get to 100 energy.
He's gonna get to 100, he won't be dead.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping the first few ticks I should be able to lose by a pillar. I don't know how to do his breath though, honestly. Still have the egg. Oh Oh, hang on, do we have to put in the breath? Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. Don't kill the boss. I completely forgot about that. That was nearly close. I just remember that we're doing it. Do not do any more damage on the boss. We need to put it in the dragon's breath. I did forget about that bit. Sorry.
Come here.
In front of us. And pray he does it.
Or you could just, you know, stop damage altogether.
That's what we're doing.
It's annoying.
Why is he
See?
cycling through this ability so damn fast?
That's what he does.
I have 2
That's
stacks.
what he does.
I'll keep it and try and let yours reset.
Did that count?
I don't know. I think he taunted, and I think he turned around. I don't think so.
Okay, give me a second. That's still not DPS.
Well, I mean, everyone should sit in front of.
Zimmerman taunts.
Mark the tanks.
Can't you just like
No,
pick
don't mark tanks. Everyone stand on Jaffa.
That's
You
not
should
how
do
it
the breath
works.
on the tank, shouldn't you?
Yeah, it
Not
does.
necessarily, no.
Oh, just stack in front here then. Just they should come down to the bead here, so
Don't-
everyone comes here.
There's no point in casting consecration, is it? Don't damage him.
Well, he has
Sorry, but I'm on 5 stacks. If I don't cast my skills, I'm gonna die.
he has 1.3 million. The damage from a tank is not going to kill it.
Like, I would be dead already if I hadn't cast stuff. I'm taking 500% increased damage.
Sorry, that was
Hit
my
me.
fault. I was so worried about taking fire damage that I completely forgot.
Come on, you little lizard.
Oh, this is just stupid.
Oh, no.
This is retarded.
Are you sure, sir?
Longest achievement ever.
Just try and stack them in the tanks.
Finally.
There you go. Make it sense.
Where'd you go?
Upstairs. As per usual.
That frequent must be a bug. That is just stupid.
Yeah, this does not seem like a normal mechanic.
Yay.
Who would like the egg?
No, thank
is-
you. I don't want to be an egghead.
Is it well done?
Are we done, by the way, or are we continuing?
Let's do the gorilla as well, just to make sure people that missed it can get it. That one is easy for normal at least.
It's for me.
Next, grog should be easy. Opulence, depending on time, if people want to stay, you might be able to if we don't have it, as it's a really easy one.
We can do
Conclave.
opulence on heroic though.
We can.
Anyone who wants that can get that really easily on the main road.
And the only one left would be. I think most people were here for the last one, but then apart from Heidi.
I'm missing the conclave one, but I also don't care at all, so...
Yeah, I am missing the conclave one and
Oh, that's
the
annoying as fuck.
opulence.
Yeah. If people don't want to do it this week, we might be able to try and do it this week. If not, I'll make sure that if it's the same people, just carry on this.
Wasn't Philippas also missing the conclave one?
Yeah.
I remember
Was he
him
missing
making a fuss
conclave?
about
He was making
Yeah.
opulence,
Yeah,
wasn't
he
he?
is.
Was he?
that. He's missing
conclave?
opulence as well, but he's also missing conclave, so...
Oh, is he? Okay. Well then, I'll try and spam it guild this week and get everyone to do next week for conclave. Honestly, conclave is the pain in the ass one. Rastakhan was quite easy, wasn't it? That was just not kill a mob.
That was super easy.
Metacork is also really easy. You just kill an ant at the start, and everyone should have done the last two. So yeah, hopefully we can do it next week for people who haven't got it.
the hard part about Megadork was actually having
The Blinktrons, yeah. But the Mechatork one felt really awkward. I thought Blizzard said something about not implementing achievements that require items from previous expansions anymore.
They added too.
Guess they lied.
Why? What do you need?
You need Blinktrons from Legion and Mist of Pandaria for Mechatork. Actually, no. Wood and Mist of Pandaria.
You could also say what you want, but you also need Singing Sunflower. Which is like a very obscure patch in the Plague Lands, I think.
No, it's not in the Plaguelands. It's in next to the Dalaran crater. There's a cute quest that makes you play Plants vs Zombies for it.
Oh yeah, I just forgot where that farm was. I thought it was in the Plague Lands, or the old Plague Lands. You're right.
Yeah, but for example, the Singing Sunflower, I don't really have a problem with it because you need to go and do a quest that is readily available at all times. You don't need to grab materials that are not in use anymore and they're overpriced or not on auction house at all, so on and so forth. Like, for example, with the patches achievement from Freehold, it's not hard to get a Hearthstone board, but if you're a new player that didn't play WoD, good luck getting it.
Was undo it then after that, do the fighters normal. And I think, Craig, you're right. I think this was also how they managed to kill Grog the first few weeks on Mythic, because it gave them damage taken increased by instant.
That's why a lot of the curses you see on Grog are like super high.
And also, I'm not sure if the stay on blue, everyone, don't follow the boss. Come back to blue, smash. Boss will have to come closer as well.
The boss is...
Yeah, as soon as he smashes us, you can let. Got me out. That was really late, I think. We might have overlap. I would have finished done. Don't pick up the core. Yeah, I know.
Oh, it enlarged his hitbox as well.
Yeah, it's behind him.
Someone take next interrupt, please. Yeah, don't pick up the orb when you die. Sorry, I was having issues with casting that. Sorry about that.
Yeah, in front. Heroism there as well.
Luke's that turn, so.
He doesn't throw on normal, so it doesn't actually matter.
Does he not?
Nope.
Oh, I knew that, of course. I mean, who doesn't know that?
That made it all.
I think we're manually killing him.
There we go. Opulence is easy and Conclave is really hard, so unless people are determined to stay for an hour. Again, I think Philippus still needed it. Was anybody else? There was no apart from Philippus that needs Conclave.
I do, definitely do.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, Uplands is doable though.
Yeah, me too.
But Conclave, so that's the one with letting a raptor survive, right?
Yeah. It's not that too bad if you have a good high DPS group. You just get a pull, but it can go wrong very quickly. Yeah.
Stopping here then.
Yeah, I might do. I might just call it an hour early, and I'll do the rest next Sunday, as I think Philippus wants it.
Yeah.
And I'll poke him and make sure he's free next Sunday. And again, we'll be clearing our Oculus on Wednesday, won't we? So we can do it then if people need it.
When is the
I
roll?
hope we are, unless something goes horribly wrong.
Goodness is
Are we
all.
stopping?
So, yes, so we're stopping here.
Yes.
And
Drink it
then
up.
next week, start up for Sunday, again, I should be around. It's my niece's birthday party that I'm supposed to be helping with,
Oh,
but
not
she
bad.
normally goes to bed by 7, so I'd
Oh,
imagine I'd be way before raid, but I don't
Mulțumesc.
quite know what's happening afterwards.
Apreciez.
And, I should be able to make it, but I'll put a group up and I'll ping Philippus. And if anybody else you know that needs the rest of the achievements, make sure they sign up so we know who they are.
If it's her birthday, can you not get her to stay up a bit late and she can play her druid instead?
No, because then it'll make me look that much shitter because she'll be way better than me.
What was the point? Maybe we'll get a bit further.
We're having Jaina tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
Like Jaina's having us.